X-Men. Nothing else? Back from another video on your channel, and if you're finding me for the very first time, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can become a LEGO master. Now, we're doing a release of X-Men Dark Phoenix, the 12th and final installment in the X-Men series made by 20th Century Fox. Well, besides New Mutants that comes out next year, that'll basically be Fox's last X-Men movie to hit theaters, but this is basically the last X-Men movie that has to do with the X-Men. But anyway, we're doing a release of this movie. We have now 12 movies in the X-Men universe, so I decided why not rank them from the worst to the best. So be sure to let me know your list in the comment section below. I hope to have a nice discussion with you guys. Without further ado, let's begin. Coming in last place, I have X-Men Apocalypse. I hated this movie. This movie was terrible. There's barely anything in this movie I liked. I mean, Quicksilver scene, pretty cool. Wolverine scene, pretty cool. That's about it. God, Apocalypse was a terrible villain, and God, this movie was terrible. This is honestly the most disappointing movie of 2016 for me, because, God, the trailers got me so hyped. I was so hyped for this movie. Alright, I was like, this could be the best one yet. This could be better than Days of Future Past. No, I walked out of theaters just incredibly disappointed with this movie, and there's barely any characters in this movie that were good. I mean, Charles was good, Eric was good, Peter was good, I guess. There are some characters that are good, but most of the characters just were not good. And, God, Mystique. Jennifer Lawrence's movie is sleepwalking. She is sleepwalking in this movie. Her acting was good. Her acting was awesome in First Class and Days of Future Past. Her acting in this movie? No. Her acting was way off. Alright, it seemed like she just didn't want Peter. It seemed she just wanted to leave, go to bed or something. She was literally sleepwalking for this whole movie. So, overall, X-Men Apocalypse is a terrible movie, and it is, in my opinion, the worst in the X-Men series. So, yeah. Alright, coming in number 11, I have X-Men Origins Wolverine. Is this movie bad? Yes. Is it terrible? No, at least not in my opinion. At least in my opinion, it's not a terrible movie. It is a bad movie. But there are certain stuff in this movie that I actually really liked. I think the casting was pretty good. You know, Hugh Jackman, of course, kills as Wolverine. The actor for Sabretooth, I forgot his name, he did a pretty good job. I really liked him. And the guy for Stryker, another really good casting choice. I really liked him as Stryker. Ryan Reynolds, of course, killed as Deadpool. Until the ending. I'm not talking about that scene. We do not discuss that scene. But anyway, yeah. X-Men Origins Wolverine. It's a bad movie. It's not terrible though. There are certain scenes I like. But overall, it is a pretty bad movie. So yeah. Kicking this off in the top 10 is X-Men The Last Stand. Now, to be 100% honest, I don't hate this movie. I actually really like this movie. But it does have its flaws, okay? I mean, I like what they were trying to go for this movie. But most of it didn't really work out in the end. I liked the movie. It was pretty good. But it is easily the weakest in the original X-Men trilogy. And the Phoenix in this movie, I don't think was handled that well. And yeah, the cast was pretty good, I'll say that. There were certain cool scenes. And I think the ending, to be honest, the ending where Logan has to go up to Jean, you know, trying to get up there, you know, have to kill Jean. That's also one of my favorite scenes in all the X-Men movies. I don't know why. I just absolutely love that scene. I have no idea why. But overall, yeah, it's not a bad movie. I actually really like it. But it is one of the weakest, but still, it's an okay movie. It's a movie I can go back and rewatch. It's a fine movie. I really like it. So yeah. Coming in at number 9, I have X-Men. Now, I do think this movie's kind of cheesy, but overall, this was a pretty good movie. I'll say that. It's a pretty good start to the X-Men saga, and I just thought it was pretty good. All right, I think the cast did a pretty good job. I just don't like Cyclops. That is literally the Cyclops, in my opinion, is one of the worst comic book heroes of all time. I didn't like him in this movie. I mean, I like the Cyclops in from Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix, but I don't really like the Cyclops from the OG X-Men trilogy. But anyway, yeah, this movie, it was pretty good. I'll say that. I like the casting. You know, the story is pretty good. But still, I do think it was kind of cheesy, and the story is actually kind of a bit off at times. But overall, it's a pretty good movie. I'll say that, and it's a pretty good start to this series. So yeah. Coming in number 8, I have X2 X-Men United. This was actually a really good movie. I really enjoyed this movie. And this does prove that comic book sequels can be better than the original. I love the storyline with Wolverine and Stryker. I think they handled that really well. And overall, this movie was great. I thought it was amazing. I have a blast watching this movie. And is it perfect? No. But it is still a really great movie that I can easily go back and rewatch. I think it's a really good movie. And yeah. Coming in at number 7, I have Deadpool 2. Now, this has gone down for me. If you've seen my ranking last year of all 11 films, Deadpool 2 is my second favorite. But after rewatching it, it's gone down for me. Deadpool 2 overall is a pretty good movie. It is, I'll say that. It's a pretty good sequel. Not as good as the original. It does suffer its flaws. But overall, I still had a fun time in the theater. You know, Ryan Reynolds still kills as Deadpool. The story's a bit off at times. For me, the movie felt kind of short. But yeah, in the end credit scene, I will admit, that was actually an awesome end credit scene. I love that. One of the best end credit scenes of all time. Maybe the best, who knows. Anyway, yeah, Deadpool 2, it is a pretty good movie. Not as good as the first, but still, I have a blast watching this movie. So, yeah. Coming in at number 6, I have X-Men Dark Phoenix. Oh boy, here comes the hate. I actually had a blast with this movie. I know why people are hating it. I know why the critics are bashing it and the fans are. I had a blast with this movie. I think it was pretty good. It has flaws. It does. Some things from it didn't make sense. Jennifer Lawrence yet again is sweetwalking. Like seriously. Man. I won't spoil the movie. I was already about to say a scene from the movie, but I won't spoil it in case you haven't seen it. But yeah, yet again, she's just sweetwalking for this movie. And her design. What's wrong with her design? What happened to her? But anyway, yeah. It's actually a really great movie. In my opinion, I think it's great. Alright, so you can bash on me all you want, but it's my opinion. So yeah, my opinion, Dark Phoenix is a pretty great movie, and I'm also excited to see it again in theaters. I'm probably going to see it again, and I'm actually really excited. I really liked the movie. I think it was pretty good. So yeah. Alright, now on to the top 5. Coming in at number 5, I have The Wolverine. I love this movie. I don't care what you guys say. I love The Wolverine. I thought it was such a great sequel, and I just loved it. I loved the characters, and the villain was a bit weak, I'll say that. But overall, the movie was pretty great. And yeah, overall, pretty great movie. So yeah. And Hugh Jackman in this movie, I think, absolutely killed it as Wolverine. I'm sorry if you're my parents, they're screaming right now. What they're talking about, but anyway, yeah, I think this movie was great in my opinion. I know people don't really like this movie, but overall, I think they did a pretty good job with this movie. I think James Mangold did a great job with it, and yeah, in my opinion, The Wolverine's one of the best X-Men movies so far. So yeah, coming in at number 4, I have X-Men First Class. I love this movie so much. This brought back the series. This brought back the movies. After The Last Stand and Orange Wolverine, it was like, is the X-Men series dead already? Nope. First Class, here we are. First Class is an amazing movie. I didn't like the idea at first of it being like a prequel story around for Eric and Charles, but it ended up being really great. In my opinion, James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender, in my opinion, they do a better job as the other actors, the older ones. That's in my opinion, anyways. I think they do a great job playing these two characters, and I love the way they interact with each other in the movies. And yeah, overall, First Class is an amazing movie. I absolutely love it. The characters were great. And yeah, First Class, great movie. I absolutely loved it. So yeah. Coming in at number 3, I have Deadpool. I love this movie. Deadpool is such a great, funny movie. Ryan Reynolds absolutely kills it as Deadpool. And overall, this movie was just great. Alright. Now, I know this is a lot of people's favorites, but it's a third best for me. I'll say that. It's a really good movie. I absolutely love Deadpool. And I think it's one of the best X-Men movies so far. So, yeah. Alright. Our runner-up is X-Men Days of Future Past. I freaking love this movie. This movie was almost perfect. This movie was almost perfect. Alright, so yeah. I freaking love this movie. I love the time travel and stuff. I love seeing just both these casts come together. You know, got the old cast, got the new cast. And I think Bryan Singer just did a really great job handling both these casts for one big movie. So I think this movie was indeed amazing. And by the way, here's the funny thing. I did see this in theaters, but like 3 or 4 years after it was released, I went back and rewatched it. And I, for the first time ever, noticed there was an end credit scene. I had never noticed there was an end credit scene. I thought there was not an end credit scene, but there was. So that was pretty surprising for me. But anyway, yeah. Days of Future Past, it's a great movie. I absolutely love it. And it's the second best X-Men movie so far. Alright guys, coming at first place, you guys already knew what it was going to be. It is Logan. I love this movie. Logan is a perfect movie. It's a perfect movie. There are no flaws. It's a great, perfect movie. James Mangold did such a great job with this movie. Alright, Hugh Jackman gives his best performance as Wolverine. And yes, the R rating, the one we've been waiting for 17 years. We have finally gotten Wolverine's R rating. So yeah, I think Patrick Stewart, I think, also gives his best performance as Charles Xavier. And I love Daphne Keane as X-23. Maybe we can see her in the MCU, we'll have to see. I do want to see more of her, that'd be really cool. But anyway, yeah, I think Logan is such a perfect movie. It makes me cry every time I go back and rewatch it, because it's such an emotional, great film. So, in my opinion, it is one of the best comic book movies of all time. It is indeed the best movie in the X-Men movies. So here's my ranking of the X-Men movie, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your ranking in the comment section below. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I'll be sure to get my Dark Phoenix movie review out by tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. And as always, peace out. X-Men. Still no one? You can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms.